let's talk about that one thing that I'm pretty sure every creator out there has. But perhaps the general public doesn't realize just the extent of how far this particular issue stems. Okay, so look at this. Look. I had done this lovely praying mantis, right? Right. I it didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to. So what happens? It just kind of sits, rarely ever seeing the light of day, like ever. Let's see. Have we ever had that project where like you start on something and you really like how the sketch works, but like the second you get to coloring it, you get really upset because it's not the right color, and then you just leave it. Yep. Started with this. This was a pet portrait. Let's see. Let's see. Started. Oh my gosh! Look, I had this brilliant idea of, hey, I should like translate my style into bookmarks. That sounds like a fun idea. Did I get any farther than inking it? Nah, of course not. Let's see. Um, oh yeah, this was an overzealous move of mine. Let's make an entire piece and just have the whole flipping thing be stippled. These are all dots. My my phone. There's no way it's going to focus on all the things. But like yep, come on, focus. Started this piece, kind of liked it, kind of didn't, and then just kind of left it alone. Let's see. I had started doing a red panda over here. Did I finish it? No, not yet, not yet. Old piece that I did back in 2016. Started doing a bat. He's very cute. I like him. But then like had all this empty space that felt, oh, I don't know, super empty. So what did I do? I started doing stalactites and stalagmites. Did I have any confidence in scenery at the time? Nah. So again, this is literally sat since like 2016. Just unfinished. Totally not. Another prime example of, hey, I kind of like my line work, but I wasn't hugely crazy about like the eye color at the time. So again, this thing has like sat here. I think I started that back in 2018 or 19. I might get around to finishing it. Sensing a pattern here, we start a lot of stuff and then just don't finish. Uh, this one, like both of them, I kind of kept as black and white. Thought of adding some other stuff here. Still not entirely my favorite piece. This one, I already know eventually when I get around to it, I want to do some like cattails or something over here. I don't know. There's like this big blank space. And like as the years go on, the more I look at blank space, the more I want to fill it. Kind of like with this one. Wasn't like 100% certain I completely was happy with the outcome, so it's just kind of sat here. This piece I think I did back in 2019 or 2020, and I don't think I've posted it anywhere in all the time that I have done stuff. Let's see. Yep. Started doing kind of like an Aardwolf character, like tribal piece. Never finished it. I had done this one. This was one of my old black and whites. The original was like big. I think it was like 11 and a half inches by like 17 inches across. It was huge. I guess I wasn't 100% on like the anatomy. Now I'm looking back at it going, do I like redraw that entirely in my updated, like more improved style and an anatomy type, or do I just like start adding foliage? I don't know. It's probably gonna be one of those things that's just gonna sit in my book for like ever. Look at this cute little trash panda. He just sitting there. This little raccoon. He's sitting there. I finished him. I never got around to making prints to sell, so he's just kind of there. I might think of printing some out, maybe getting some stuff done. Fan art? Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. The aberration dragons from Flight Rising that I started on and really liked, and then said, okay, I'm done. Let's see. Started sketching out a little foxy here. Welcome. I can't count how many times since I sketched this out. Gosh knows how many years ago. How many times I've redrawn those eyes. I'm still looking at them and they still don't quite sit right with me. So, nope, not there. Started doing one of my beloved story characters many, many years ago. this was done as like a really quick demonstration. Someone was like asking how I did my particular style. So like I very quickly just whipped up a sketch, picked up my pen, and poof, just did like a quick doodle that I ended up kind of liking and might finish maybe someday. Hey, hey, I'm proud of myself. I did start to color this last night. It was a pet portrait of precious little Nix. He was a Jack Russell mix, and I had been like sitting on the inked, like finished inked work for like, I don't know. Oh, look, 2019. Yep, another thing I started in 2019, never finished. Let's see. Chippy. Yo, Chippy do. Look at that little messy ear. So cute. Started it. Was like insanely proud of these leaves. Come on. Like so much stippling and like the vein work of the oak leaves. Like super great. But like I was kind of paranoid to finish coloring it. So here it sits. Mostly done and pretty, but also not entirely finished. So he's sitting. What else you got in here? Yep, started doing a Canadian goose. Never quite finished that. This is a mess of so much. There's so much going on in this piece. Prime example of what happens early on in my tribal art where I don't always use different pen sizes, so then before I end up putting everything to color, it just kind of looks like a hot mess of where does the lines end and begin. I might color that someday. I don't know. Art fight stuff. I was actually really happy. Another fan dragon, Bane scale, from Flight Rising again. Just finished this piece. I am really happy with it actually. What else? Oh yeah, look, more sketches that I started and then just never did anything with. Oh, what do you know? Another sketch I started this year, not old. Another sketch I started, didn't finish. One of the familiar fantasy creatures from Flight Rising that I was drawing. Let's see, we got another character of mine, one of my dinosaurs that I started. Didn't finish coloring. Oh look, Stegosaurus. He's kind of upside down right now. I wasn't quite sure how to anatomy. So what did I do? Oh, the oldest trick in the book. Let's just try and hide the feet in foliage, which I started doing and then never really got around to finishing. I ended up digitally coloring this for my very dear friend. Might possibly traditionally do it. Who knows? It's like a video of me just rambling crazy about how many projects creators start and kind of just leave and potentially never finish. Kind of like these giraffes. I started and then I said nope. More Paris, Beast of Bermuda style. Started, didn't finish. Oh boy. Look, piece from a while ago that I got so fed up with myself on trying to be a perfectionist that I just kind of didn't finish it. Sorry. Let's see. Porcupine. I started doing this cutie a while ago as well. And here he sits because I wasn't quite sure what to do with him. You're beautiful kitty. Also haven't quite finished. I got this one, which I was like really super proud of. Took me ages to do the sketch, and then I just didn't. For years, I've been obsessed with stilt-legged characters, so I started designing a character for myself. Couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to do with it, so it just kind of sat. This piece I finally just started finishing up like some of the inking and stuff on the porcupine and on the log. This is all stipple shading like around the log and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I'm like super awkward in like long videos, but here I am. I couldn't decide on this piece if I wanted to leave it as it was, so to speak, composition-wise, or if I wanted to risk adding in more detail. I went super far out of my comfort zone with this piece and tried to do semi kind of perspective-ish, so I have like the log kind of disappearing into the background. I thought of like maybe doing some branches and leaf work over here, but the thing with my pieces, when I have like my signature style here, and then I've got, you know, some of this regular illustration stuff here, it can get kind of busy. So I don't know. I might just leave it as is. Uh, art fight stuff. So many art fight things from this year. I went absolutely crazy with with drawing this year. Let's see. Let's see. What else do I have in here? So many things. Ah, yes, another project I started pre-pandemic, I think. I want to say maybe 2019, 2018. I decided that I was gonna stipple the whole flippin' piece. I don't know what I was thinking. Stippling takes ages, like takes forever. But I wanted to do another in my little Fey Dragon series where, you know, they kind of whatever plants or host plants they stay around, they kind of take upon themselves the camouflage and stuff. So leafy sea dragon, literally, in the kelp-ish, kind of kelp, not quite kelp, I don't know, fantasy rendition of me bullhecking my way through foliage, because I don't do it very often. What else is in here? More art fight stuff. Kitty that I started, hated the face, and then just kind of abandoned. I don't know, might finish it someday. What else we got in here? Ah yes, chickadee. The first chickadees I ever did was a commission for a very, very dear friend of mine, and I absolutely loved how they turned out color-wise. Had never tried before. So I kept getting asked by people to do more chickadees, so I had sketched it out, inked it out, done the thing, and then couldn't remember how in heaven's name I layered all my colors on the first piece that I did, so it's been sitting. I had started to do an art attack this year for art fight and then kind of ran out of time, so ended up not finishing it this year. Oops. But let's see. Kitty, I had started. I don't know why its face looks so like almost human-like. I don't know. It's supposed to be an Abyssinian, but something about the face like really bugged me. Haven't gotten around. Oh look, yet more kitties that I had started and not finished. More pieces that I had started and not finished. More art fight stuff. I did a lot of black and whites this year. Yep. Another prime example of I wasn't happy with something and abandoned it. I really like the complexity of my designs and stuff for this one, but I got kind of stumped on colors, so I had started and then, oops, I stopped again. Ain't that a surprise? I got pieces that haven't even seen the light of day. I have like, this cutie's got little like, I don't know, little bells on the back feet, you know, dancing, jingle, you know, it was a cute idea, and then I didn't do anything print-wise with it. What else do I have? Oh yeah, dinosaurs that I did in the Isle style and didn't finish. Yeah. So anyway, that is like super long video of me rambling on about how a lot of times we start a bunch of stuff at the same time at once in close stuff, and then yeah, doesn't work out. I'm like awkward on videos. I don't do videos like this. So anywho, that was like a quick, that's hilarious. Let me rephrase it. That was a long peek at some of like the art styles and stuff that I do and projects that I start and kind of don't finish, but hopefully I start.